My name is Cristina. I am soon to be 23 years old and I study political science and international relations in Yonsei University. I was born here when I was like really young, 3, maybe 4. I flew to Mexico first, where I lived around 6 years, and when I was around 8, I moved to Argentina, Buenos Aires, until having to come to university here in Korea. I'm not sure why exactly we moved. I asked a couple of times and it was because they were just looking for new horizons. My parents wanted to look for something else. People immediately just noticed I didn't grow up here in Korea, so they just asked, where did you grow up? I wake up, I go to school, I take my classes, I hang out with my friends. I usually have to go to work. When I was in Argentina, I was very adamant and very outspoken about me being Korean and how Korea is such a great country and that my language is so beautiful and so on. But now in Korea, for some reason, I end up telling people that I'm from Latin America. The contexts are different because in Argentina, I'm surrounded by people that don't look like me, whereas in Korea, I'm surrounded by people that look like me. I guess in Argentina, I was willing to represent my country as if I was super proud of who I was as a way to prove myself. But in Korea here, I put being from Argentina as more part of my identity than being proud because I'm from there. I don't know, I think it kind of becomes sort of like a mark of uniqueness. But then again, it sort of also makes you part of a community that are also marked by that uniqueness, I guess, that also are born in Korea and they grew up abroad. So I think this, I guess, intersectionality kind of gives us a sense of community among each other, but at the same time, it makes us feel a little more unique. Korean women are expected to be very modest. In Argentina, things are different. You can be a little more outspoken, you can like joke around with people, with adults. We don't use honorifics in Spanish either. So when I was in Korea, I felt like I had to do my best to seem the most Korean possible. So I had to be more modest, I had to be more humble, put up with jokes that I didn't really understand or didn't seem right, I guess. And when I get angry, they say, oh, I can see your Argentina coming out of you. Oh, I can see that you have that spice in you. But when I'm surrounded by people that are going to be more understanding because they also have a similar experience, I can sort of switch off that switch in my brain. I think it's mostly with Korean people. I have to watch the way I act and the things that I say. Because I have one more language, I feel like I have more opportunities career-wise, and I also have just life-wise, I have more doors open because I can go to countries that speak Spanish. So I definitely think it was a privilege to be able to grow up in a country that speaks a different language. I think a lot of people around me don't know about Argentina at all to even have a misconception. I met people that didn't even know where it was. So I think there were a couple of times where I worried that I might have come off as too overwhelming. Me approaching these people in the way that I used to approach them in Argentina. Am I sort of making myself known that I don't care about these boundaries and we can be friends immediately? Or is it being disrespectful towards what they feel and what they think? Belonging in a community that has similar experiences as I do, I think it's such a specific but also very shared experience. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I value the most about being an overseas Korean.